Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So lately I was surfing the internet, doing my thing like I always do, and I was running across some articles of creepy Easter eggs that were in games. And honestly, a few of these brought back some memories, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But I want to go through and talk about some of these Easter eggs. So I'm going to go through 5 Easter eggs in games that either scared me or scared me when I was reading them. So let's get right into the video, guys. I hope that this doesn't scare you too much. Oh, and by the way, I know that I'm playing Call of Duty in the background, but Call of Duty is scary sometimes. If you're here for the gameplay, I get a GI unit. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore, I know, right? So the first one, Silent Hill. Now, in Silent Hill, there is a bunny rabbit that comes up every once in a while. His name is Robbie the Rabbit, and he is some sort of mascot with a dead-eye stare that is reoccurring in the games. But he was really known for his appearances in Silent Hill 3. But in Silent Hill 4, there is a level in where you are trying to escape your apartment. Your apartment is slowly turning into like hell or something. And if you look out the window, you will see a floating head in the distance. And that head is Robbie the Rabbit. And he is just staring you down. And I really don't understand why he is out there, because he doesn't really make an appearance for another while. But only a few people really picked up on this in the game, and I thought it was really interesting to see, and it's actually kind of creepy. Actually, it's really creepy if you look at it. Jeez! Now let's get a little bit more into more mainstream games with Destiny. Now, when Destiny was first released, there was a glitch in a cave where enemies would just spawn infinitely. It gave players a bunch of loot, and it was a huge boosting spot in the game for a while. Shortly after that, it was patched, and the developer did something really creepy. If you walk into that area now, you will find a pile of remains, and it'll give you an action to press the button to disturb the remains. If you do this, you're going to hear a voice say, "A million deaths are not enough for Master Raoul." This was just a really creepy patch that they did, and I think it's really interesting. There's been some theories on what it really means, but I really just think that it's a patch that they did to scare off little kids trying to boost in their game. Now let's get really creepy here. Mario is a game specifically for adult babies or children. So it's really creepy when they actually throw things in here that are either disturbing or just straight up weird. You're able to walk into a storage room and find a complete death scene where Toad was. Yeah, a freaking death scene in Mario. It wouldn't be nearly as creepy if it was in some other game, but it's in Mario, which makes it even more creepy. It's usually full of fluffy, cuddly characters, and then they just throw in a death scene here. Why was that put in? If you look at the Japan version, you can actually see blood stains and a chalk outline of Toad, but in the American version, they took this out. Way to go, Japan. You did it again. Now let's talk about GTA 5 now. This one is a little bit more well known, but it's still creepy as heck. Now, if you go to Mount Gordo between 11 p.m. and midnight on the game clock, you will actually see a ghost through your sniper scope. And actually, if you go over to the rock where this ghost is standing, you will be able to see a blood stain that spells Jock. Now this kind of goes into a story a little bit, where in GTA there used to be an actor/stuntman that was on billboards and on radio ads and everything. And if you go in a little bit deeper, you'll find that there's actually news clippings about how his wife, Jolie, died in a mysterious accident on that same rock. So there's a little bit of a story behind this one, and it's really fun to do if you guys haven't done it yet. And now finally, with the 5th one here, I want to talk about the original Xbox home screen. This one made me shudder because I remember doing this all the time and wondering what in the world it was. It really brought some childhood nightmares back. If you're on the original Xbox home screen, they play some eerie sounds. Many people say that these sounds are coming out with words like "I own your soul" or "Give no fear 23 your games," but I'm not quite sure about that last one. And people do say that if you leave it on long, they get louder and the words change. There's actually people out there that plug in the original Xbox to a surround sound machine and leave it on for days. They claim that they can even hear stranger sayings coming out in much different voices, and they come in louder and louder. Isn't that creepy, right? That was just 5 really creepy Easter eggs that I remember or kind of creeped me out when I was looking them up online. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a subscription. It really does help me out. I hope I don't scare you too much, guys. I usually don't do this. Don't unsubscribe, please.